Chelsea deserve the loss based on defensive errors. Simple as that. If you don't feel comfortable playing the ball out from the back, then don't fucking do it. End of that. You know, play and just don't keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Is you have a philosophy where you want to play out from the back, right? I understand all that. If you want to do that, that's what you want the players to do. But when you can see after the fifth or sixth time it's not working, then the manager, it's their responsibility to turn around and go, do you know what? Don't worry about doing that. Launch it. Every time you get a goal kick, launch it. For the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every opportunity you get, long goal kick over the top and go and chase it. Change the game up because it was becoming too telegraphed. And what happened? We kept doing it. Newcastle wised up to it, pushed 6 players up against ours. And every time we tried to play the ball out, someone's up somebody else's arse. And we give the ball away time and time and time again. And in the end, it cost us twice. Newcastle had it easy because not only by playing out from the back, right, that was being telegraphed time and time again, being telegraphed. When you're a defender, what you want is the whole game being played in front of you because it's easy to see, to look what's happening, to telegraph passes, to nick in front of people, to watch where people are running. If they're dropping off to make a decision, do I go and follow them or do I just stay in my own position? And when the ball's being played like that in front of you for the whole game, it's so fucking easy to defend against. The problem that we've got is we've got no one going in between 2 defenders with a ball over the top. Because what we're trying to do is feed it between their lines. Now, we've done it 2 or 3 times in that game. Badiashile with one ball, tossing with the other one, between 2 defenders into Mudryk or into the run from Madueke. Or no, João Felix it was. Right, we did it twice in the game. But there's no ball over the top. Cole Palmer's pass against Newcastle at the weekend. Newcastle pushed up to press us. We broke away. Cole Palmer looked up and played a long ball around between the defender in behind. A long raking ball that turned their defence straight away. If you got Jackson up front, or, you know, all you had to do, Maresca, was pull the players over and say, look, next 10 minutes, don't fucking play out from the back. Launch it. But also to Nkunku, to João Felix, to Mudryk, and to Dewsbury Hall started. Every time you 3 get the ball, or we get the ball in wide positions or at the back, then Nkunku, I want you to make a run over in behind. Or you drop off and Felix goes in behind and we play a long ball over the top. Because what you do by doing that is you force the opposition into going, hold on a minute, we've got to cover that off. So we're not all going to squeeze up. We've got to cover off the run. And that creates uncertainty between you as a defender and your midfield. Gaps appear and you change the game. But we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Time and time again, the ball went left, the ball went right, the ball went backwards. Time and time again. I think, bearing in mind how badly we were playing, and bearing in mind that you had loads of time to make changes, and look at the difference that Madueke made. But the fact that nobody else came on, no Cole Palmer, no Jackson, where okay, you've got Man United coming up the weekend, but what's half an hour on a Wednesday night where you've got another 4 days till we wait for Man United? Why can't you bring on Palmer? Why can't you bring on Jackson? Why can't you bring on other people? Didn't get it. I didn't get it. So Sancho would have been, if he wasn't ill, he'd probably started against Newcastle on the weekend, and Neto would have been on the bench. Then Neto would have started tonight. But because Neto played the weekend, he didn't play today, and Sancho's ill, so Dewsbury Hall did a job on the right-hand side, and he can't do it. This plan out from the back bollocks has come from the manager. It come from the manager beforehand. It comes from any manager. Play out from the back. Play out from the back. Draw players onto you and play through, because if you play through the press, we've got loads of space that can counter-attack them. But you have to be able to play through the press, and you have to be able to control the fucking ball. And if you can't do it, don't fucking do it. Simple as that. João Felix needs time and space to pick the ball up, to have a look at what's around him, collect the ball, turn, and make a difference. If he's got his back to goal, which is because Newcastle away, and the way we were playing was so easy because they're all in front of Newcastle, all they got to do is squeeze up on him. So when he says, give him the ball at my feet, step onto him. As soon as he collects it, he's getting clattered. Not happening. So we turned into just trying to play little tricks and flicks, which does fuck all and doesn't happen. That performance was shocking defensively in that first half. We looked like we were absolutely clueless. At one point, they give the goalkeeper the ball back, and he's sitting there thinking, I haven't got a fucking clue what I'm doing here, who I'm supposed to be passing to. It's just one of those games where you're sitting there thinking, right, do we realistically think we're going to challenge for the Premier League title? No. Do we think we're going to finish top 4? We've got a job on to do it, but we're capable. But we've got a job on to do it. So what's the next best thing? Well, if we win the Europa Conference League, we're going to Europa League next year. And if we could win a trophy like the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, that'll be great for us. Back like the old days where you finish mid-table, I think that's a good season. You beat one of the big teams and try and have a good cup run, because that's what Chelsea was all about for years, before the money, before Abramovich. But some people out there don't even remember that, don't even realise that. All these people that are talking about, oh, this is the worst time of my life, worst I've ever seen Chelsea. Leave it out. We are, Jesus Christ. The only chance we had of a good season was a good cut run to try and finish top half and beat one of the big teams. But that's what we're up against at the moment. If the Europa Conference League, if we don't win that, then God help us. To me, I'm not bothered about his team selection. I understand it because he's thinking about United on the weekend, keeping everybody else fresh. I understand that. What I don't understand is, and I questioned it against Liverpool, the substitutions, and I'm doing it again now, why weren't there subs made? Why weren't more substitutions made? If you don't want to lose the game, if you're playing to win a game of football, which I hope every single person connected with a football club and the playing staff does, then if you want to win a game of football, if your intention is to win a game of football, then why not go after the game second half and make more changes? But we've lost the game on a poor defensive performance. We did play it in behind them, we caused them problems. When you get the ball wide, we run at them, we cause them problems. But once again, our final ball is lacking. So a lot of players on there haven't really done enough to force themselves in contention for the weekend. A lot of players will probably come off that pitch and think, oh, am I done by? But no, you got to do more. Hopefully I understand that. But we lose. We lose away to Newcastle. Now, I'll be back for match commentary on Sunday. Man United v Chelsea. And God help us, hopefully, the first team deliver a good performance. I don't want to see another 20-minute spell like we had against Newcastle on the weekend where we go off it, allow them to dominate the ball. We need to be on the front foot, Chelsea. That's why we play. Front foot football. And we could destroy United on the weekend if we're up to it. If we're on it. If we don't keep playing the ball out from back. Anyway, thank you for watching and for tuning in for the first time in a long time. I really appreciate it. On a bit of a rant. Like I said, if you just joined, I've been away for 4 nights, 5 days, nice and chilled out, stress-free. I come back, watch this, and I'm stressed out. Take care of yourselves, people, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you again for your support. Smash the like button for me. I'll see you soon on the channel with another video, and then commentary on the weekend. Take care of yourselves. Thanks a lot.